The clock struck midnight, its chimes echoing through the empty house. Lucy sat by the window, staring out at the darkened streets. A soft breeze rattled the branches of the trees, but the silence of the night felt suffocating. She had always been afraid of the quiet, the kind that made her thoughts louder and darker. Tonight, however, there was something different. The usual hum of the city, even the distant sirens, was absent. Everything was still, almost too still. Lucy's eyes darted across the room, half expecting something to move, to break the monotony of the silence. She pulled her blanket tighter around her shoulders, trying to stave off the chill that had nothing to do with the temperature. Her parents had gone away for the weekend, and she had insisted she was fine alone. But as the hours passed, a sense of unease crawled up her spine. The creak of the old house seemed louder than usual. Every floorboard groaned with age. She shook her head, trying to ignore the paranoia settling in her chest. It's just the house settling, she thought, repeating the words like a mantra. Then came the sound. A soft knock. A tap, followed by a longer pause, then another knock. It came from the back door. Lucy froze. Her heart skipped a beat. Who could it be? Her parents were miles away, and no one else should have been near the house. She hesitated, wondering if she should investigate. The rational part of her mind screamed at her to lock all the doors, call the police, but the fear held her in place. Another knock. Louder this time. Her legs felt like lead as she stood, moving slowly toward the hallway. The shadows seemed to stretch unnaturally long, the dim light from the lamp casting eerie shapes on the walls. She reached the door and pressed her ear to it. Nothing. Silence. But then, just as she was about to turn away, she heard it again, clearer this time, a soft whisper from the other side. Lucy. Her breath caught in her throat. She staggered back. There was no one out there. There couldn't be. The phone in her hand was trembling as she dialed her mom's number, but the line went straight to voicemail. She swallowed hard, her mind racing with questions. Why didn't anyone answer? Suddenly, the house groaned louder, and the lights flickered. Lucy stumbled backward, heart pounding in her chest. She turned and ran to her room, locking the door behind her. But the fear didn't stop. It pressed in from every corner, creeping closer, the whispers getting louder. She glanced at her phone again. No messages. No calls. Just silence. Outside the window, the wind howled, but Lucy's attention was drawn to the reflection in the glass. A figure stood in the yard. Unmoving. Watching. She tried to scream, but no sound came. She was alone, truly alone.